Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. Bitcoin has fallen. Now, next stop is 79,842. We have currently or just dropped below $90,000. Okay. Now, I am looking for Bitcoin to come here, just like this, hit that $79,000 mark, have a move up, get people super excited, continue down, hit the $58,000 mark, make a move up, back towards 79, and then drop down into the $44,000 mark. Okay. Now, a lot of people wondering what exactly is going on here. Several things. I'll talk about three things. Number one, negative economic data. Okay. We know that the American economy or the world economy, there's a lot going on. Number two, cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, a lot of this stuff is now controlled by institutions and governments. We all wanted legislation to go through to protect us from anything that happens. But now that moves it away from being decentralized. It is now centralized and in control of banks, institutions, governments, and larger players. So what you see, number three, that you see happening is what I tell people all the time. Take profit. Because there's a bigger crash coming, and everything crash. Stocks, cryptocurrencies, possibly real estate. There is a larger or bigger picture going on here. That's why you see public figures, congressmen and women, selling their shares of Nvidia, selling their shares of Tesla. And it is what it is. It's just a part of the economic cycle. Only in cryptocurrency do people think that something's just supposed to go up forever. And those are the people that 99% of the time lose their money. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is, but the majority of cryptocurrencies are fucking trash. And people do not want to admit it. I talked about or did a video on KDA, Kadena, and how they just up and one day just went out of business because of the current economic climate. They didn't have a real business model. Most cryptocurrencies do not have a real business model. Now, we know Bitcoin doesn't have a business model, but however, it is a store of value. The rest of them, if their business model is just you buying their tokens, they will fail. And during this time, between now and let's just say May of 2026, we're going to see a lot of cryptocurrencies cut the lights off, go out of business. And for me, I'm not just a crypto investor. I'm actually a trader. So when it comes to cryptocurrencies going down, I'll make money regardless because I'm a trader. And I've talked about this previously. So as you can see right here, this one right here, I'm shorting Bitcoin. I'm up $6,000, and I'm shorting Rune, and I'm up almost $3,000. Okay, so while most people's wallets are bleeding and they're losing money, I'm on the other side making money, which allows me to buy more coins if I want to, which normally I do. So this money is going into a pot just to sit there. And then I'm going to wait until it gets worse, and then buy the bottom of something. Now, as far as Bitcoin goes, my plan is to buy 2 Bitcoins, 2.5, once we get to the $44,000 mark. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, and this isn't one of those channels where I'm going to just say, hey, on this day, Donald Trump is going to say this, and then this news is going to happen, and then this bank is going to partner with this crypto, and then it's going to go to the moon. You're not going to get that shit here. And if that's what you're looking for, get the fuck out of here. Go and watch somebody else's channel that's going to feed you that bullshit while you continue to lose money. This ain't that. This is not that. Okay? So one thing that a lot of people have to fully realize and get over is that the 4-year the Bitcoin cycle is broken. Michael Saylor even said that. He said, oh, that's over. Why is that over? Well, because institutions are involved. It's not what it used to be, unfortunately. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. But it's not what it used to be. So I talked about previously how back in the .com bubble, if you're old enough to know or remember it, I'm 38, so I remember it. You had this day of reckoning where a lot of these stocks went to zero. The majority of these cryptocurrencies are going to go to zero because they have no real business model. This is a test of those. They're going to wake up and they're not going to be able to pay their bills. They're going to rug pull everybody and put out a tweet just like they did with Kadena and send it to the fucking floor, straight like that. And I'll show you all Kadena. It went from, let me see. So it was trading before the news came out. It was trading at 35 cents. It is now trading at 1 cent. And people just went crazy on Twitter. Oh my God, I really believed in this project, and you all had all of these partnerships. That don't mean shit. This market is now controlled by somebody else, unfortunately. And it is what it is. So Kadena delisted from Binance. It's going to happen, right? So that's why I'm not married to any cryptocurrency. I wake up every day, look at these charts, and I take what it gives, and I profit off that. Now, some of these coins do I buy? Absolutely, but I don't. It's not. I'm not married to it because tomorrow they can go out of business. It's much different from stocks, and people need to realize that this is the new forex market. Do you hear people say I'm going to buy and hold the USD JPY? No, you don't. But anyway, I just wanted to just give you all this update. So currently, like I said in my video yesterday, we're going to get down to 3 trillion. We are at 3.03 trillion. We're going to touch 3 trillion. And we're actually kind of below this point here, which is 3.9. So we could, in fact, break into the twos, 2.9, 2.8. We could come down to this 2.4, which would be devastating. People's wallets will be washed. Now, I think that we will have some sort of bump in 2026 once Jerome Powell is replaced, which I don't really think that's going to do anything. But Trump wants to get interest rates to zero. And obviously, if they get to zero, that's when you start printing a lot of money, cheap money. And then we could see a lot of these cryptocurrencies make different moves. And even still, right now in this bear market, there are some that are still making moves. You can literally come to CoinMarketCap, click on 7-day percentage. Starknet up 78%. Tailcoin up 55.64%. Zcash 32.5%. MYX Finance 18.77%. Aster up 15%. So there are some that are still making moves. It's just not the ones that people think are going to make moves. But anyway, I appreciate you all tapping in. So before we get to the rest of the video, I'm here to talk about Grapecoin, also known as GRP. There are 5 reasons why I believe Grape could be a top 20 coin within the next year. Number 1, Grape is the most powerful chain ever created. That's right. I said ever created because every single user node adds 1,000 transactions per second. So it's infinitely sustainable with 100 million, 200 million, even 500 million TPS within possibility. Why is that a big deal? It's a big deal because even in Q4 of this year, Grape could set itself apart by being the most advanced AI chain on the market with the ability to create near instant apps, simple games, and smart contracts on chain with a few sentences using natural language prompts. By combining one of the most powerful chains ever built with the best AI features of any min yet. The result is the future ability to host the most complex games on Web3. There are big announcements and releases planned. One of them is the ability to use the AI features I mentioned above before listing. This release will allow apps to be created in seconds on Grape chain with only a few prompts. That's big because as far as we have seen, no chain has launched features to this extent. So it could lead to thousands of apps being created on Grape chain in a very short period of time. The biggest reason to buy now is that they have a partnership announcement with an AI company and even a partnership with a country coming. In my opinion, it is unprecedented. Fourth, Grape has half the circulating supply of Bitcoin, so its supply is tiny. That's why it's traded at almost $1,000 a coin already. And 5, it's about to be relaunched. Why is a relaunch massive? Well, if you've seen any coin relaunch like Matic to Polygon, it surged 7,000%. This is because it's taking something proven, fixing the issues and relaunching into something better. Like I said, GRP was trading at almost $1,000 a coin without any functionality and without any of the announcements. Right now, you only have a very short window to get GRP before the launch. It's currently only $1 per coin after bonuses, or essentially $3 with a 66% bonus, making it on average $1 per coin. This is currently still the lowest price you can get, and it's about to go up to $15 per coin for the next and last increase right before launch. So if you get it today, you can get 15x more. So just to recap, one of the most powerful chains ever invented. Big releases and announcements imminent. Half the circulating supply of Bitcoin. Big relaunch about to happen with huge upside potential. You can get it for $1 for the next few days before the price increases to $15. It's got the highest positivity score of any coin I've seen on CoinMarketCap. It's currently at 96% positive, and this is why I believe GRP will be a market leader next year. Now back to the video.